Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 2nd, 2024. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle coming out for Gemini. Let's see what's going on. So Gemini, we have status quo and we have transformation. So this is a cycle that you're going through. These people around you are trying really, really hard to influence you. They're changing their tune, but they are also expecting you to change along with the tide. This is really interesting here because they're giving off a very it's not necessarily confusing, but it's like they're not, it's like almost like they're caught up in a matrix of a mindset in a sense. They're embracing something new, and it seems like everyone you may be dealing with people who are on a new spiritual enlightenment wave of like, I need to just do some work within and I need to do it, which is great, right? But they're okay, all right, now I see. But they're taking this to the extreme in a sense. So this would be like the equivalent of, there's some, let me make sure that there's no, okay, I don't see a religious uh, background in this, but what I do see is with the Hermit, Page of Cups, Seven of Wands, Emperor, with status quo, they're wanting you to go deep within and struggle with something in a sense. They're challenging your beliefs, or they're challenging your integrity in something. And it's mostly because they don't want to offer more than what they're offering. They don't want to give more than they've got going on, or they want to give. I see that they're also in a space of trying to blame, like when things go south for most people. There's some people who are like spiritually that blame themselves and blame other people. Like well, I won't say blame other people. There's always a blame in this energy, right? And I see someone or people around you who are like, well, if you're in this position, then it's your fault, even if someone else is doing whatever the heck they're doing, which is not your fault, right? It's never anyone it's never fault or blame, right? It truly isn't. I mean, to be honest with you, right? It's like things happen for you, not to you. I know that's rainbows, sunshine, butterflies, and roses, right? But in this instance, these are people that are like, you need to dig deep to figure out why you're dealing with this. And it's like, yeah, it's to some degree, yes. Why? What is it about you that would accept certain behavior, disrespect, um, being isolated, only being breadcrumbed? Yeah, of course, duh, right? That's a duh. And that's something that most of us do as people. When things happen, we always go deep within. Majority of us, right? Unless you're like narcissistic, then you're looking at everybody else except for yourself, because it couldn't possibly be you. But most of us look inside and say, this person betrayed me. What is it about me that this person couldn't be true? Right? We do this, but these are people around you that are doing some deep dive, but they're not going deep enough. They're only doing just enough to be able to challenge other people. Like those philosophical types that you could tell they're talking about nothing. It's a bunch of words. When you really break it down, it's like you're just throwing out words, manifest, and this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. And you're really like, when are they going to really break down what these words really mean? Um, and like they're just throwing out catchphrases and keywords. So this would be that energy of them saying they're very shallow with what they're offering or speaking about, but they're here to challenge you, kind of thing. To change, you need to change. I've changed from this, whatever. I read this book and I've changed as a person, and they haven't changed worth a flip. They're just, all they've changed is the words they're using now, but they're acting the same. The transformation is Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is yet again another cycle of people adopting a new way, and they, like, seeds have been planted, but I don't see them flourishing. I see them not being able to water them. Like they skimmed through chapters. Like you get a book that is spiritual in nature. They've skipped to the chapter that they want. That's more they're more interested in, and so they're only operating out of that. They didn't read it from front to back, cover to the cover to cover. And so I'm seeing that something about whatever they're doing in their life has changed them. So they're coming towards you, trying to challenge you. You know, 1 + 1 = 2. Did you know that? It was right here, chapter so and so. You know, the cherry picking types. Commitment here with the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles tells me that this is something where these people want to confuse you. They want to keep you confused because they want you to work with them or to build something with them. They have a vision. And so as long as Gemini is confused, I can keep them right where I want them. And that's what they're doing. That something is going to happen that's going to show you that they really don't know what they're talking about. Commitment is an event. That means that they're going to try to get you to lock in on something, to commit to working with them on something. 3 of Pentacles is usually work with me, build with me, right? We're cooperating here. Let's compromise on something. So they're going to there. You may be in a situation with them. You may have already been in a situation with them, and they made it very clear what they wanted, but it's still unclear to you. Like they knew what they wanted. They had an objective, but they may have said it so elusively. Like they said a lot of maybes. It could happen, perhaps, would, could, you know, but not definitive anything. A great achievement here with the 10 of Swords and Temperance. I tell you what, though, I'm seeing that for some of you, you're losing your patience, and I am here for it. Okay. They're saying that you are so protected, Gemini, that you're protected. It's almost to the degree the spirit wants you to know that your home is protected, and like everything around you, the people that are connected to you that you love, that love you, everything is connected from all known and unknown evils. They're like, you know what? It's not even that you're aware of the things that are coming towards you and you're protected only against it. Because sometimes you can have protection, but spirit's like you have to be very specific about what you're trying to protect and what you're protecting yourself from. What this protection looks like is something that spirit's like, it's a blanket protection. It protects you against anything you don't even know is coming. And I see this happening for you, even in the midst of you dealing with people like this, which is why it was revealed or is going to be revealed to you that they're not really offering much, and they don't really know what they're talking about. That is part of the protection, is spirit opening your eyes to things. And the greatest achievement of all is that you're losing patience with this. That's the best thing that could ever have happened. The great achievement is like, maybe you were patient. Maybe you were like, well, let's see where this goes. I mean, sometimes life could be a box of chocolates. I mean, they're offering me a box of chocolates. They don't know which one's caramel. I don't know either. I can't tell. They accidentally got rid of the ingredients, the list of the chocolates and what they are. Um, but now it looks like you're not with it anymore. You're like, either tell me what it is or move. Because I see that what they're going to end up doing is challenging you right into isolating yourself from them. They're trying to keep a hold on you to get you to rebuild. They want things to change because it seems as though you're such a good luck charm. Gemini, when you show up or you do things or you're working with a certain person, especially if this is working with someone, if this is your boss or supervisor, you are their good luck charm. You make things better. Their business has changed since you've joined, or things are getting better because you're a part of it. They don't want to lose you, but they also need to keep you very confused and to challenge your integrity and to challenge your own self-respect, or to challenge like your the self-respect and the respect that you accept less, right? Because when you respect yourself, you don't accept less. And so they're trying to get you to like do it, baby step you into their little place of like, we're just going to keep you in this little box, Gemini, so that I will only trot you out when I need a blessing type of vibe, but you can't go anywhere else. They're showing that, especially if this person is Buddhist or they're doing anything with meditation, if they're anything to that degree, anything that has to do with being a guru of some sort, especially with the hermit and all this. This is someone who's a very, they trot themselves, well, they tout out, that they're enlightened, but they actually don't know as much as they say they do. they're showing that justice is coming for you, that you've got to first forgive. When justice comes, forgive this person, for they know not what they do. You don't mess with someone who's protected as highly as you are. They're showing me a symbol of a wheel with six spokes, and typically, whenever I see that, that is that like that's ultimate protection. I believe it's called the Dharma wheel, and Dharma is good karma. It's credit, karmic credit. So anybody who's got Dharma, you don't want to provoke any deity, any spiritual team. You don't want to provoke anything when it comes to a person like that. That's a person that you do right by. And so when I see justice is coming, energy coming towards you, it's like they're screaming it out. And that says to me that spirit wants you to cleanse yourself, because justice, as you know, or if you do know anything about this, she's always depicted as a blindfolded a person holding scales with a heart and a feather, and it's balanced. If your heart is heavy with either resentment or just like feeling like you're challenged and having to fight this person all the time, you will be weighed out too. Justice is she's blindfolded, therefore she's not looking at who's the victim and who's the one that did it, who's the one that did, committed the crime, and who's the victim of this crime. It's whoever's heart is heavy. They want you to realize that you have made great memories in this energy, or wherever you were, even though the people that you're dealing with aren't so great. You had great memories, and they want you to stick to that. And they also want to search your heart out and to meditate to some degree, and realize that every day is a sacred gift from life. Like, you need to keep that energy with you. No matter what, don't let anything take you down. It's very difficult to say that to somebody, but that's if you're going through something with the person like this. But that is what they're asking you to do, because they're saying that you can create the reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. You can create your own reality, and that's like a gift that you've been given for having Dharma. And that's why I was saying in the very beginning, this person may be twisting this, like making it seem like your life is the way it is because of you, because they're breadcrumbing the crap out of you, and they may be blaming it on you. And that's part of where I was seeing that, and I wanted to kind of like clear that up. That you can create your own reality, but you've been given that gift. I mean, we've all been given the gift of free will, free agency, creation. Especially women have been given the gift of creation, right? But you've got this gift, and they want you to start from a place of forgiveness and from a place of love. And now it's time for you to hear the messages from spirit, in a sense too. They want you to see with your heart, to meditate on what you should do. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. All right, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, an Aries, a Sagittarius, really strongly Sagittarius. Ooh. You could also be dealing with the Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. So you could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp. We have Pisces, Aries cusp, or Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.